Written by Dr.Yaşam Ayavefe.
The Future of Infodoc. Developments and Expectations. The various themes covered focused on the evolution of the perception and processing of information, particularly in the face of its ever-increasing audience. The discussions proposed by the various speakers do not purport to provide an answer. It offers ideas for reflection on how our relationship with knowledge has evolved. Thus, chosen as the title, The Future of Infodoc, it made it possible to build a diverse program around several current topics. Documentary transmedia. Knowledge workers live in a system that does not recognize skills at their fair value. It must be said that the tools have also improved. Therefore, there is a diversity in research methods and information gathering. This heterogeneity creates management problems. Information cannot circulate freely. There are indeed biases in the retention and use of information. Currently, there is a segmentation of applications and a segmentation of education. New projects are cross-content. Information management systems that reach the limits of a continuous evolution of content are faced with very demanding capitalization systems. It is necessary to prefer a support environment. There is a structured and organized environment. There is only one platform that can combine several tools with editing work. It will allow practicability as well as interaction. Indeed, it is necessary to return to a social function of the document in the way of organizing knowledge. Mobility. The source of the main problems that document management presents in the business world today is data and the mobility of users. These are the main known barriers. 1. Enormous flows of information received by the company. 2. Difficulties in using the cloud. 3. Existence of document silos within the company. 4. The ubiquity of email as a collaboration tool. 5. Different approaches on how to collaborate. The current challenges are clearly geared towards the management of actors' mobility and the disconnected mode. It requires the company to make information securely accessible beyond its own network. Companies want to have a technological solution that meets their needs as quickly as possible. This requires the use of advanced settings as well as full-fledged platforms. Companies now need to collaborate anywhere, anytime, and in any environment. The hybrid cloud is the solution. Finally, there is one thing in businesses that will probably never change. When deploying a solution, proposed change management is important so that processes are better integrated by different employees. Gamification. Here is the definition of the term gamification given by Olivier Morco. It is the use of video games to reorganize the relationship with space according to the user's capacities for action. It is the capture of existing applications by a digital device using media specificities. Because gamification relies on game codes, examples from the web or advertisements can make it impermeable to non-gamers. The use of these codes by professionals makes it possible to better target an audience of players, thereby optimizing the transmission of information. Based on the idea that society is increasingly integrating game codes, we can hypothesize that gamification can be an effective vector for conveying a message. Thus, the concept of attention economy becomes possible with the proliferation of channels. At this point, the focus should be on the work of interface creation. The forwarded message must indeed correlate with its container, because the latter affects the way information is given. This interconnection between tool and message shows that a game system is never neutral. From a technical standpoint, games work thanks to procedural rules and algorithms that provide access to a database. Video games are also digital mediums, but they also fall under an alternative semiotic regime.
Written by Dr.Yaşam Ayavefe.